Greetings, YouTube. Yesterday, my wife and I were out doing some yard sailing. We went and hit some in the my town's area, and then we went to a friend who was having his yard sale. And we didn't buy anything, but at the end of the yard sale, we did grab up some things that he didn't want. And as he and his family are moving, I was able to snag some stuff from him that he didn't want to take with him, and that he knew he couldn't sell at the yard sale. One of the first things we got in our travels on Saturday was a jacket for my wife, which is not in the room with me at the moment. It's a Columbia jacket she got for $1, so that was a good deal. Then we have this really odd item. This is a protective cover for using a tape measure and a rotary cutting wheel for doing quilting. This is a fairly obscure item, but my stepmother is a really big quilter, so I'm thinking that she may actually have a use for it or know someone who does. Next we have this. This is a music box. A jewelry box. Yes, you can see the skeleton on my wall behind my computer. And I liked it because it's fairly well made. It's cast metal. I just can't figure out what kind of metal it is. It's not ferrous. A magnet won't have any effect on it. There's a steel pin in here, so that is affected by a magnet. But it's too heavy to be aluminum, and then I know it's not silver, so I haven't quite figured out what the heck it is yet. So I'm gonna have to see if I can figure that out. The Dungeons and Dragons Infighting dice game, which is a game about people beating each other up in a bar. I've played it once. It was fairly fun. A collection of Atari arcade games: Asteroid, Centipede, Missile Command, Pong, Super Breakout, and Tempest. And I can remember playing Missile Command when it was the only video game in my city. One video game, and that was it. Gwen Stefani's album. I thought it was got a couple of good tracks on it. Cutthroat Island. Yes, it's a really bad pirate movie. I know this, but I enjoyed it when I saw it, and so I figured, what the heck, it was for $2. I can't go wrong. Man on Fire, which again I picked up for $2, and this is an excellent film. It's a story of redemption and of a man overcoming his own inferiorities. And this particular track has a commentary, or it has a commentary track on it, which is why I bought it, because I had seen the movie, I haven't listened to that. It's got Christopher Walken in it. You can't really go wrong with Christopher Walken, ever. Liar's Poker, which is about the financial debacles in Wall Street, written by an insider who was present for a lot of them, and predicted they were going to happen, and no one listened to him. What a shocker. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is a book I have read. I picked this for 20 cents so that I could give it to other people, because it always amazes me that people haven't read it. It's a book that everyone should read. It's an awesome book. The Emperor's New Clothes, biological theories of race in the new millennium. Race is always a big issue. Sorry, it's falling down behind me. Anderson Cooper, Dispatches from the Edge. I thought he's a kind of interesting reporter, and I thought I might want to read about him. A very obscure book, The British Bulldog, Forgotten Gun That Really Won the West, which is all about a specific type of pistol in Western American history. Hiking for Beginners, which would, to me, be really just walking, but that's just me. My wife wanted it, so we got it. The Wages of War, when American soldiers came home from Valley Forge to Vietnam. Irish Archaeology Illustrated. This has got some really nice pen and ink illustrations in here of archaeological sites, plus a lot of pictures of archaeological objects that were found, which I think is kind of cool. And now I've got a bunch of Star Wars books. This is from the West End Games version of Star Wars. We have Rules of Engagement, the Rebel Special Force Handbook, Galaxy Guide, Fragments from the Rim, The Secrets of the Sisar Run, Platt's Smuggler's Guide, and Platt's Starport Guide. Now, I'm actually dismayed that these books, some of these books are literally falling apart. And they're only like 13 years old, some of them. And that doesn't seem like they invested very much in a binding. It's a really poor quality binding, because I've got books that are over twice that age and are still in excellent condition. So if someone did not spend money where it should have been spent, West End Games did not do their customers a service. D20 Modern, which I believe I have the D20 books I'm showing you, but I've got new copies that I can use for something. Urban Arcana, which is quite a good setting. I should probably do a review on that at some point. And D20 Future, which is also quite good. If you want to do a future setting in the or a science fiction near future thing setting in the D20 Modern rule system. So we normally have a guest on my bargain videos. Unfortunately, my guest host, and the person that takes care of the guest hosts, is asleep at the moment because it's 1:36 in the morning. So no guest host today, folks. I'm sorry. You can, however, if you'd like, meet my mud puppy, which lives on my desk. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.